fucking cry, bro. Stop fucking crying,
Get out
bro.
the
You
lobby.
guys wanna fucking cry,
How
bro.
can you call yourself?
Commonly referred to as the golden age of gaming, or as I call it, the Doomer era, or better yet, my era. Yes, I'm a Doomer. I am a gamer in their early 20s who drinks monsters, and I swear that Halo Reach is the best Halo game. I still listen to Linkin Park, and I'm proudly a Doomer, and you might be too. From around 2006 to maybe 2012, or the 360 generation of games, it was just a different time, and you just had to be there to know what it was like. The saying of kids these days couldn't survive a Modern Warfare 2 lobby is very true. We cancel people nowadays for playing a wizard game. What on earth makes you think someone could sit in an MW2 lobby?
Can we stop running our mouths?
Stop!
Today I thought it'd be pretty cool to look back at some of my favorite games in the Doomer era. Oh, and by the way, this list is completely subjective. If I don't list a game or a feature you liked, it doesn't mean I hated it. I'm just talking about the games and stuff I had the most memories with. Let's get on with the video. Without a doubt, the COD series in the late 2000s was taking over the gaming world. If you knew somebody that owned a console, they most definitely had Call of Duty. Every single year, it was always blowing other games' sales right out of the water. Sure, there was World at War, there was Black Ops, but Modern Warfare 2, man. Good God, it was an awesome game, and probably the most toxic community I'd ever seen in a video game. Every single match, the pregame lobby had someone dropping slurs or telling you that they will fuck your mom. Hey everyone, this is me editing the video right now. Sorry to pause it, but I would show you an example of what I'm talking about, but I don't want to risk my channel like getting taken down or the video getting hit with some sort of guideline strike, so I'm sorry. Aside from the harassment, MW2 as a game was such a fucking banger, dude. The game was just horribly imbalanced, noob tubing was atrocious, but it's why we loved the game, among many other things. Iconic maps, sound design, a campaign that will make your balls blue at the end. Your boy's about to explode. Awesome 1v1s with randoms who you'll probably never hear from again. MW2 was one of those games where if you didn't experience it in its heydays, you'll never know what it was truly like. Most games nowadays don't even have voice chat in pre-game lobbies due to toxicity. Some games have the bare minimum for pre-game lobbies. I know that the new reboot of Modern Warfare 2 has voice chat, but it definitely doesn't hit or feel the same as it used to. It was just such a great time to be a gamer. And if you never got to experience it, maybe you experienced some others. Now, I know I just got done gushing over Modern Warfare 2, but Halo was in a league of its own. It wasn't competing with Call of Duty or Battlefield. It was in a league of its own for a good reason. Now, I know that a lot of people would argue that Halo 3 was the peak of the series, and I don't blame them for thinking that way. Halo 3 slapped nuts too, especially with the limited edition Mountain Dew. That rhyme was not planned. While Modern Warfare 2 brought the ADHD gamer to heaven with cracked out fast gameplay, loads of guns to choose from, and a pretty good progression system, Halo Reach had peaked with its social features in terms of gaming in general. To this day, I do not believe a game like Halo Reach has reached its level of social features and what made it so awesome. Sure, in Destiny, you could sit at the tower with people, but Jenga with the boys? Count me in. Custom games were at an all-time high for all sorts of wacky and fun moments you could just share with your friends. It's when the community unified and had basically no complaints. Yes, Armor Lock did suck. The progression system in Halo Reach is probably the best I've ever seen in a video game. Now, if you saw a dude with this helmet on, you knew you were probably gonna get stomped. Armor in the game played mostly as a beacon to other players. Hey bro, I know you got that cool EVA helmet, but look what I unlocked. Armor was basically just bragging rights, where if you knew someone had a special helmet or an armor effect, you knew that they went through some shit to go and unlock it. Also, don't bother thinking you'll have like the exact same experience playing Halo Reach on MCC. The menus are completely different, the lack of social features, you can't even look at other people's Spartans in the pregame lobby, and it's a damn shame. Once again, it's one of those things you just had to be there for. I love Modern Warfare 2 and Halo Reach equally, but Gears of War will always have a special place in my heart. From the early days of what I would like to say was probably second or first grade for me.
Okay, Mitchell.
Mitchell. Hey.
I remember making a good friend named Kevin in school. Kevin and I would go home every day and just play Gears of War, co-op, campaign, or multiplayer. And we had the time of our lives. This goes for Gears 1, 2, and 3. We both pre-ordered and played the Gears games day one and played them to death. These games made you feel like the absolute shit. Not even the fart, the shit. Nashers were the way, bro. And the brutal executions? Gears of War at the time was definitely the most violent video game I had ever played. And I still can't believe my parents even bought it for me. Well, they also bought me Grand Theft Auto, but we're going to talk about that later. This game was probably the most gritty, gory game I had ever played. Even just staring at the main menu of Gears of War 2 makes you feel like you're committing a war crime, and it's awesome. The game is just pure violence, even more so than the new games. The Gears of War franchise is the best thing that Epic Games has ever put out. And if you say Fortnite, please don't even watch my videos. Oh, and by the way, Kevin and I still play games together to this day. Love you, bro. Ah, yes, the classic. Everyone knows what Grand Theft Auto is. I don't need to explain to you what it is. What made Grand Theft Auto 4 so special, it was the first game in the series to include a multiplayer component. There's this perception around GTA 4's multiplayer that it was basically only just like free roam with friends. Does no one remember Cops and Crooks? Countless hours with either randoms or friends, playing with an array of creative and unique modes that revolved around the game being a literal crime simulator. It definitely doesn't function how GTA 5 does the multiplayer, but I think that's why it was so much fun. The simplicity was better than complexity, and no one ever complained. Sure, by today's standards, the multiplayer seems a bit bare bones, definitely lacking in the customization department, but it was fun. Dumb, simple fun, and I would gladly pay for a remaster of this game. Now, I know you were expecting me to just talk about games, but I'm not. Boy, oh boy, do you remember Xbox 360 Party Chat?
The lowest of all bit rates humanly possible on a console.
We don't care that we sounded like shit. We cherished every moment of it. Getting stomped by a kid in Halo? Invite him to the party chat just to kick him. Easy as can be. Do you guys remember that garbage-ass mic that came with your Xbox 360? I remember using that thing for literally years. Then I got a pair of Triton primers and I felt like hot shit. The dashboard itself was banging too. You could scroll and look at people's avatars, see if they were gaming without you, watching Netflix for 40 days straight. Dude, there was even a feature to watch movies together on Netflix with your little avatars. Xbox as a whole felt like a little social club. We had the Xbox Arcade playing awesome or shit indie games, playing knockoff versions of Minecraft because Minecraft didn't come out on the Xbox yet. All these tiny little things surrounding the Xbox 360 made it so iconic and lovable. I know I haven't talked about the PS3 at all. The thing is, I didn't own one. Also, put an F in the comments to those friends on Xbox Live that just never came back online. Sometimes gaming though, man, that shit could be scary. Not like playing a horror game scary, but life-threatening scary. Let me explain. See, there was always that chance of you being top of the match in any game that you're playing and getting a message of someone harassing you. Actually, that would happen a lot. But sometimes they would go an extra step, sending you the name of the city you live in or your personal info somehow or some way. Bro, I don't care who you are. If someone did that shit to you when you were like 10 years old, you were definitely shitting your pants. On top of that, the Xbox and PlayStation servers were always getting DDoSed by these dudes called Lizard Squad. They even did that shit on Christmas Day one year. Talk about ruthless. Doomers really had to deal with this shit. Now when a game's servers are fucking up, it's usually because of a company that was too lazy to stress test their servers. Actually, I think the footage you're seeing right now is probably For Honor, and that game didn't even have servers. It was all peer-to-peer. God, that was fucking lazy. Nowadays, Doomers actually enjoying a game is quite rare. We find ourselves either working every day of our lives or bitching about modern games, and nothing in between. Instead of games to enjoy, it's just battle royales. The same shit. Over and over and over and over. You will see a Doomer play Deep Rock Galactic simply because that game is a genuinely good game. Doomers still lie around. Maybe it's your older brother, maybe your coworker, maybe even you, and that's okay because that makes two of us. But what's your thoughts on Doomer gaming? Are you a Doomer? Are you related to a Doomer? Are you still playing MW2 like there's no tomorrow? Let me know down in the comments section below. Anyways, guys, it's gonna do it for this video. If you liked the video, go ahead, hit like, and if you disliked it, hit dislike because no one can see it. And if you're feeling generous enough, maybe even subscribe. All right, guys, I'm gonna see you in the next one. See ya.